Going live. We're live. That was a scare. It told me it came up with a totally different screen I've seen before. It said live streaming not available at this time, and I was like, "Who do you think you are, YouTube?" Hey, somebody's here. So love you and stuff on this side. We got this guy that we've been working. We did yesterday. We're working mostly on these lines here. We're gonna darken all this up. It's gonna look real dark. So I'm gonna get right into that because I've got lots of lines to make, and we can start talking. We can start talking. But yeah, that scared me so bad. The YouTube just being like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. You don't need to do that." I was like, "Who do you think you are, YouTube? YouTube? How dare you?" So, how y'all doing? How you been, Carol? I we've been all right here. We've been getting some good rain, some good cold. It's been nice. Nice and cold. It was real cold today. And we were moving stones. And I had my big, huge, puffy, cold weather jacket, cold weather working Carhartt. And it was a bit too, that Carhartt was too warm. That's what it was. It was too warm. And I kept having to take it off and then put it back on. And then take it off and then put it back on. But she said she's doing really good. Just been making bracelets and necklaces. I saw that on your TikTok. I thought that was super cool, and I haven't interacted with it as much as I would like. But I like stumbled across one of, I think it was a live stream or something, or a now or something. I don't know how nows work. I barely feel like I understand TikTok, but I saw you doing something, and a couple of them I saw look really cool. So let's get on there and chit chat about it. Ask you and see what you're doing more. Hey, Dad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Look at all that smoke. Dad, I saw you got snow, didn't you? I'm jealous. I'm real jealous. You know, I love snow. I sure do. Snow is one of my favorite things. Hey, Mom! She's eating dinner. I just ate dinner. Like, we barely got dinner done in time, so. Yeah. Yeah. And then the YouTube gave me a scare saying that I couldn't do a live stream, and I was like, who do you think you are, YouTube? What do you think you do? Own this website? Yeah. And then YouTube was like, yeah, we do own this website, and if you don't do what you're told, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't break any rules or nothing. White outside. And it's sticking around too. Well, hopefully it sticks around all the way till Christmas, so that we get to have some snow while we're there. But How about it goes away and comes back for Christmas? You know, fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like there's plenty of people that would much rather the snow do that. So, do you guys have? I assume then you guys have snow right now too, where y'all are, up a little further north. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm aware that not everybody loves the snow as much as I do, but that's that's life. We just can't all be the same. It's the way it works. Wouldn't want to be neither. Oh, your her snow just finished. Well, then yeah, we're on our way then to doing it that way, to getting rid of it and bringing it back for Christmas. Uh, she says we did get some, but it's basically gone. All right, well, I hope you get some in time for Christmas. Then that's the dream. Get it? Because I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Ooh, big puff of smoke. But yeah, what all are you guys planning to do for Christmas? Are you heading anywhere special or sticking around or what's the plan? Hey, if you guys don't like snow all that much, you can always come down here to Texas for Christmas. Although, to be fair, we won't be here. We'll be in Missouri. But that's our plans. We're heading up to Missouri, hang out with the parents, because I haven't met Erica's dad's side of the family yet, basically. Um, and so we're going down to Florida for Thanksgiving to meet them for the first time, and then we're going to Missouri for Christmas to get plenty of quality time with the parents and the sibling and my siblings. So thanks to some weddings and some football games, we've actually gotten quite a bit of time with her siblings and her family this year. So it'll be nice to get to spend some more quality time with my side. It'll be good. Hopefully by Christmas we have a house of our own. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be cool. We finally got pre-approved for a loan from our bank. We're pre-approved for $250,000. However, we definitely cannot afford a house in the $250,000 range. So yeah, hopefully we find one for a lot less than that. But at least we have pre-approval to be able to like actually make a bid and all that jazz. So that way homeowners and sellers can actually take us seriously finally. So what was it like for you guys buying your first house? How did you make that happen? I know the story behind Dad's first house, but Dad was blessed. Yeah, we're heading to Florida. It's gonna be pretty excited down in Naples, Florida, mostly. But we'll also get to see some of Erica's friends. No, they're not just Erica's friends; they're my friends too. But um, they're gonna come visit. But then, yeah, thanks. She says congrats on getting one step closer to buying a house. And I said thank you. We we are we feel very blessed and very thankful um, to be entrusted as hopefully to be entrusted as stewards of some land. Take good care of it. That's the plan. She says she's only had apartments. Well, up until now, we've only had apartments, so I can relate to that. We're hoping to get out of the system. I'm honestly, it was like a 5 to 10 year goal for us to try and buy a house someday. Um, so we really didn't think it was like super achievable for us yet. And then here we are, and we're just thankful. We're thankful to have a chance. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll be squarely in debt for the rest of our lives in order to have that chance. But we'll, at least we'll be in debt with a house. Because you know what? The reality is, we be either we can be in debt in an apartment with something that's not ours, or we can be in debt with a house. And that one seems better to me. So so that's what we're gonna do. I'd rather. That's how one of my friends explained it. He was like, you know what? At this stage in life, you're gonna be in debt. That's the way America works. They start your career off in debt, and then you spend the rest of your career trying to pay off your career. He said, the question is whether you want to be in debt with a house or in debt without a house. So I said, you know what? I don't know if that's good advice, but it sounds like it's at least true advice, which is more than I can say about a lot of things these days. So I'm going to run with it because at least it sounds honest. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. You bought your first house from Jeff. I didn't know that. That sounds like an interesting story. I wonder where Jeff got his first house now. Did he do owner finance with y'all? What's the story? Tell me the story. It's hard to tell the story in a text, though, I know. But I'm just curious. Ah, did they live down here in Texas back when they had their first house? Jeff and Jeff and Bobby? I don't know where they really started out before they moved to. But I know they lived down here for a while. Out in Tyler, Texas, if I remember right. But, who knows if I do. Yeah, one of the things I think would be a really cool career path would be if I went into real estate, trying to help people get their first home. Like if that was my specialty, because I really feel like it's such a good thing for people to get out of the cycle, the rental cycle. And I'd love to be able to help people make that dream come true. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. You probably have. It's a Wonderful Life. But like that's kind of what he does at Bailey Building and Loan, is he's helping people make their dream come true, helping them get their first home, helping them get. Because the reality is, the time in life when you need your house the most is when you have kids, when you're young. Like when you're old, yeah, it doesn't really matter what you have. But when you're young and you're gonna be raising kids, having a place of your own is a really good thing. It makes it can anyway, make a really good difference, really positive difference. But what do I know? What do I know? But yeah, I'd love to help people get their first home. They built it, and about 6 months later, they moved to Texas. Okay. When they decided they weren't coming back anytime soon, we bought it from them. Very cool. Wow. I didn't know he was building houses even back then. I knew he like got into building cabins. I always thought that was like a hobby later in life kind of thing. I didn't know he was building houses the whole time. I mean, I'm not surprised to hear that in terms of like he's just always doing things. But it's no surprise to me to find out that he was doing more than I realized. That's cool. Real cool. Place we're looking at that we put a bid on. We're real excited about. It's really cool. Got a two-car garage and a two-car shop. So we have parking spot for both of our daily drivers and a parking spot for both of our project cars, all inside. Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't build it himself. He had it. They had it built. Oh, okay. I mean that makes sense. It's also got some fruit trees. It's got two pecan trees, a peach tree. No, is it pear tree? I think it's pear tree. Pear tree and a fig and a mulberry. So, which would be great because I already have a mulberry. I don't know what gender their mulberry is, but if we have opposite genders, then we can get berries out of our mulberries. So, which would be awesome. So, it's kind of ridiculous too because it'd basically be our dream house. It'd be our first house. Nobody. I feel like I don't know hardly anybody that gets to have their dream house for their first house. It's always like you get something small and you like work your way up to something bigger and better someday. So if we get that house, it'll be a huge shock, a huge relief, and a huge blessing. And it's got two huge boulders and a whole nother shop. So spot for the shop for the cars and the metalworking and also a shop for woodworking maybe. which would be super cool if I got to do more woodworking in the future. Although, based on how slow I've been going on this project, I don't know if I'm really cut out for it. Spending the whole year doing just building one hammer, you know. It's kind of an interesting way. I mean, at the end of this, I will have tracked exactly how many hours I spent doing this, and so we'll be able to calculate an accurate price if somebody did want to buy it. But I don't think anybody in their right mind would pay that much for a mallet. So, so instead, I guess I'll just have to keep it. Oh shucks. Our first was the Miracle Single Wide, a few years of rental, then Tornado Double Wide. Sounds great. Yeah. So yeah, I love Dad's story of their first home, and the story of the tornado house. I think is like what a crazy cool. If you're gonna lose your house, lose it big. Lose it in the most deadly tornado in the history of Florida. Why go home when you can go big? So. I guess since I've been drawing pen my whole life, my style of drawing is very distinctively, you know, black lines. You know what I mean? Just thick, thick black lines. That's my style, I guess. I like my lines distinct and dark. Dark, I mean. So, so I guess wood burning is kind of right on brand for me. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like if there were a Nicholas Barnett style guide, I feel like wood burning would fit in just fine. Although I'm pretty sure this isn't the only way to burn wood. Like you don't have to burn it so deep and black. You can totally give it some more feathering and some more light touches. But like I said, that just wouldn't be my style. That's just not how I do it. I do it in thick black ink, or I don't do it at all. Usually, it's coming together though. Starting to darken up a little bit. I'm guessing only 1 or 2 more times around before we're dark enough. There we go. That's the third layer all the way around. Let's do one more. One more. I almost wonder. You like the smell of wood burning? Yeah. I like the smell of a wood burning stove too. And this does smell good as I'm doing it, for sure. Sometimes the smoke is a little bit too much and it gets in my eyes, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna. So this pattern, I'm really liking it. I think it's coming together the way I'd like it. I picture it. So I'm actually gonna extend it into this guy and this guy. We're gonna continue that pattern down into the next layers. Uh, and this is my last chance to do that. So if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it now. After this, after this I could do it, but I wouldn't be able to do it anywhere nearly as cohesively. There we go. There we out. Ah! Let's do the next one. There should be 3 of these diamonds, I think. Yeah, since there's 6 sides, there should be 3 of these diamonds. Here, you want to see me do it? At least kind of see me do it. Somebody recently asked me if I use a ruler to get my lines straight. Um, and the answer is no, of course not. Um, I use practice. I think I actually made that joke again. I said that last time too, on the last episode. But there we go. How'd you like that? Could you see clearly what I was doing? Here, we're gonna do it again. Oh, or I think we can, as long as I find a way to hold this down. Yeesh. Yeesh. There we go. Somebody once asked me, "How do you keep your hands so steady while you're drawing?" And I said, "I don't, but I just keep them. I just do it anyway. I just do it with shaking hands." But there we go. Kind of smells like cigarettes sometimes. Not most of the time, but every once in a while, I get a whiff. It smells like it. I have basically like I have two positive memories that are related to smoking cigarettes or the smell of smoking cigarettes because I've never smoked. But two memories. One is Wasteland Weekend often smelled like cigarettes. Two, when I was a little kid, I remember somewhere in Florida, we went to a car show, and I remember it smelled horrifically like cigarettes. And I've never smoked. I don't plan to start. But those two experiences were both really cool, and in both cases, that's kind of what my that those are the places where my brain goes in my little nostalgic scent glands, the scent part of my brain. There we go. That's a start. Doesn't look that good though, but it's gonna get better. Mm, these are not getting better. We got to change how we're doing this. Try and do a better job. That one was better. That one's better. Not better. Not better. Ooh, that one was silky smooth. Silky, silky smooth. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. Win some, lose some. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. It's coming together. It's coming together. One more. One more. Yuck. These are all looking curved. And each of these, I'm like getting halfway through it, and then when I get halfway through it, like halfway through the line, I'm trying to correct, and when I correct to get it more straight, I end up with it curved because I was halfway through it when I tried to correct. Ugh. The nuances of the brain drive me to madness. Yeah, not super pleased with that little section. But don't worry, we got more than one section. So we'll get to try again. Hey, see. This one's not quite so bad. Not so good at the end there. But there we go. I think it's fairly consistent. All right. There we go. Cha. It's a good start. It's not done, but it's a good start. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh, did you guys get a chance to watch or listen to the podcast from last week? Last week I uploaded or shared the podcast called That's Enough Brothers of me and one of my 6 brothers. I have 6 brothers now, right? Oh geez, I gotta think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh nope, that's 5. I have 5 brothers. There are 6 of us. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So I get to do a podcast every once in a while, twice so far ever, with one of my brothers, and we had a blast. We don't catch up enough, and so we get to do a bunch of catching up on the podcast, and you get to listen to that. And since I'm an artist and a goofball, and he's an artist, although professionally, he's a professional artist and a goofball. We get up to some shenanigans for sure, And so yeah, That's Enough Brothers is the name of it. I'm gonna put it in the description of this video. It's already in the description from last week's video. And Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's kind of ridiculous. It's on a website you've probably never heard of, because it's the pilot episodes. So someday we'll have it out there where people can find it. But anyway, it's I'm excited about it. I love it. I just listened to the second one again this a couple days ago, and I think you'll enjoy it. He is one of those few people that is able to. I'm not uncomfortable very easily. I don't feel awkward very easily. But he knows how to do it. And by the end of both episodes, we've had 2 episodes so far. By the end of both episodes, he has managed to make me uncomfortable at least once. Both times near the end of the episode. So yeah, if you're not accustomed to hearing that, you might you might check it out for that reason alone. But anyway, I do think you guys should check it out, partly so that you can tell me whether you enjoyed it or not, and what we can do to make it better. But also because I want to support all the crazy stuff he's doing, because he's an artist. He makes all sorts of different kinds of things. So we're very different types of artists for sure. But we both definitely got that gene and can't escape it. So, well, there we go. It's looking beautiful, everybody. Look at that. So hit that bell, stay well, and I'll see y'all next week at the same time, Tuesday at 6:06. I look forward to it, and I love you.